Welcome, podcast listeners, for the second time this evening, or for the first time in your ears. This is episode number 364. Delete as applicable.
Add or subtract as necessary.
Yeah, it should be number 364. I'm pretty sure I've done the maths right on that one. If it's not, just pay attention to what the text on the little mobile phone screen says rather than what I'm saying, because that's the right one. But it's definitely, this is a podcast, and it's the second one that me and Matt are recording this evening, so do bear with us, because we've been here before. But you're here with your host, Mr. BudgetPedalChap. You're also, of course, joined by Mr. Matt Quine. So hi, Matt.
Hi, Matt.
Whee!
Yeah.
For the second time. I'm going to stop making reference to the fact that it's the second time this evening. We are starting afresh. Let's get in this. Yeah. We've definitely not already been here for the best part of 2 hours. Because we record an hour of it. We chat shit for the first hour.
Yeah, usually we chat shit for another hour after we finish as well, so it's just like normal. I mean, we're actually recording this time.
Yeah, absolutely. We are, of course, sponsored by Affordaboard. Affordaboard brings you pedals from DemonFX, JSA Effects, Mosky, Joyo, 4D, Caline, Nux, Moval, and Cord at amazing prices. They are a UK company with all their stock ready to ship in fantastic recyclable packaging. Check them out at affordaboard.co.uk. So this one's got to be a bit different this week, because we've not really got a shit news for this week. Kind of, I think is the
well, in honor of it being like a bonus episode rather than a real one, because we need some extra content. Shall I do some shit what you've been up to over the week?
Yes, let's do it. Go on.
Because so effectively this is about 3 weeks ago, but this weekend just gone, I was supposed to be playing a gig. It was supposed to be an outdoor gig on a a stage that was on the back of a truck kind of dealie. Yeah. And for a festival over here that had been put on to raise some money for a local skate park, so that they could redo the skate park and, have an area where kids can go and, enjoy themselves. And we woke up on Saturday morning, and to say it was pissing it down would be an understatement. And we messaged the guys, and they're like, okay, the forecast is for this to get worse. And they're like, no, we're going to go ahead. You're on at 6 o'clock. And we're like, okay. Just show us the stage, will you? And it's like a leaking, those trucks that have got their wavy plastic sides on them, and it's got the back closers like that, but there's ways for water to get in between the plastic side that's on the runners. And the sound system was being provided by a local charity called Soundcheck. Brilliant. They teach kids to play music.
Cool.
Absolutely fantastic. But all that stuff is there, and it's the bands on before us were all kids bands who'd been formed through this local charity, which is fine. Yeah. So they had stuff on stage, but they had equipment on stage for those guys. It was the charities stuff. So it was either bring your own amp or play through a Line 6 Spider 2.
Yeah.
So I'd planned to take my own amp, but the weather was just getting worse and worse. And it's got to 2:30, and I'm looking at what I'm going to pack for this gig, and I'm going, I don't want to take my pedal board.
Yeah.
I don't want to take my amps. I don't want to
barely am I take a guitar.
So I was I got the vintage Strat that I paid £100 for, and I was like, I'm going to take that, and I'm going to build a pedal board on the single rung that isn't part of, I've got the modular Marks Deluxe board. So I was like, I'm going to build a pedal board that has a cheap tuner on it. I'll run the Spider Clean channel. I'll use their amp. I'll run the Spider Clean channel, and I'll have a drive pedal and a boost. And do you know what? That'll do me. So I was literally sat in my house at 3:00 looking out at what looked like thunderstorm weather. It wasn't quite thunderstorming, but like it was torrential downpours. Like we've seen video of this festival ground, which is like it's a park that I actually play rugby on. Like there's a big open grassy area. There's this kids band on. There's like 6 or 7 like food stalls and like event things. There's a bouncy castle with nobody there. Literally not even the vendors are sat in it. The vendors sat in his van. Like all of these things are like gazebos with people huddled under a gazebo. There's nobody there at all. And we're going, why? Like you've booked us and you said you're going to pay the band. Don't pay the band and donate that money to charity. Like we're happy. Like okay, we haven't taken a booking on this Saturday, but I'd rather not get paid and not have to stand it. And it took till we were on at 6:30, and it took till 4:30 for them to cancel it. Now they did cancel it, but I like bearing in mind that it's a 40-minute drive away from home.
Yeah,
like I built just a shitty pedal board with like the cheapest drive pedals that I owned, and a Dr. Is it what's the
Dr. Toad?
The red?
Yeah,
no,
Dr. Green,
the red.
sorry.
Dr. Green, that's it. Yeah. So I built a pedal board like this because I was going like, there's no way on earth I'm taking my pedal board that's got $2,500 worth of stuff on it.
Yeah,
and like I was going to take my normal amp, so I was going to take like the Studio Vintage, which is like a £700 amp. It's got a grill on the top of it. If that gets water in the top of it, it's just going on fire and it's dead forever. So, like I don't understand. Like they had kids bands playing it, and like I'm like, it's dangerous. It's just dangerous to have like 240-volt mains voltage on a stage that's getting wet.
Yeah, water and 240 volts does not tend to mix well, does it?
Yeah, and apparently, and I'm not sure if this is the case because I haven't seen photo, but I know somebody who's a parent of one of the kids in one of the bands, and they said that they had a Tesco bag tied over the top of the amp.
Oh no! So that
when that's the solution, just don't put kids on the stage with 240 volts and electricity and water.
Yeah. If the protection between them and potential electrocution is a Tesco bag, then
I know it was a bag for life, but still,
I mean, it's
literally a bag for life.
For death.
Yeah, so that was my shit news. Like that's what I did this week. Is I hastily built the cheapest pedal board I possibly could and crossed my fingers that I wouldn't have to use it, and then was glad when I didn't.
Yeah, I think like if I needed to build a cheap pedal board like that, I could. I've got a fair few in reserve, but people don't tend to have too many superfluous pedals, do they?
Yeah, I was literally going to run a Boss DS1 and my Joyo AC tone.
Oh, nice. And
one as a lead sound, one as a rhythm sound. Don't know which one. I'll work it out. Whichever one sounds better as a rhythm sound through a fucking Line 6 Spider 2 combo.
Yeah, I can tell you that DS1s don't tend to work too well with solid state amps.
No, I don't think they do. But what are you going to do? Like, I don't want to damage any of my like £100 fucking pedals, do I? So
yeah, like it doesn't make sense. Like the money that you'd be getting for the show wouldn't pay for the repairs and the replacement of the gear that you'd be looking to replace.
Yeah, well, that's it. Like it was a charity gig, so we charged a charity rate rather than a like. To be fair, I didn't actually find out it's a charity gig till later, but yeah, like. Any outdoor stage, I don't care what we're getting paid. I just like playing on an outdoor stage. So I think we'd have probably got 40 or 50 quid ahead. And that's not going to cover replacing a $2,000 pedal board if it like all goes wrong.
No, it'd barely replace the cheap alternatives.
Yeah, it wouldn't cover my excess on my insurance for replacing the pedal board.
Yeah. So I mean, it's a good job that they did cancel it, but fucking hell. Fuck.
Yeah.
And that people is British weather because
that's what
within a week, we've had about a good 3 seasons worth of weather, haven't we?
Yeah. Well, that's hilariously that was Saturday, so it would have been like the 20th, 21st, something like that, and it was exactly 2 years to the day that the highest temperature ever recorded in the UK of 41 degrees Celsius. And we were sat there in like 15 with mist and torrential downpours.
Yeah. I mean, because last couple of weeks, we've had some fantastic days. We've had some blistering sunshine, but then we have had some absolute horrendous. Yeah, some absolutely horrendous kind of rainy, horrible, just like kind of autumn as fuck weather.
Yeah. In July.
Yeah. It really needs to make up its mind, doesn't it, I suppose?
Yeah, we've not really had a consistent summer, have we? We've had like 5 hot days that have been just horrific, like a normal British summer, and then just like interspersed with rain, monsoon weather, just, yeah.
Yeah, and because of all of the rain, when it does get hot, the days that are kind of leading up to the like blistering sunshine are muggy as shit.
Yeah.
Like we're in one of those at the moment where we've had a bit of rain, but it's still quite warm, and the air is palpable. You can feel the air around you. It's really kind of thick.
Yeah,
and it like even if because I'm a decent temperature at the moment, but I feel sweaty.
Yeah,
and it is literally just the air, like the kind of moist air sticking to you, and it's like, ugh. It's as horrible as that word is to ladies. But yeah, that's definitely some shit news, and we've got some Gibson being Gibson news as well. So we'll throw that in as a kind of supplementary shitness. Well, I'll tell you what, we'll talk about it actually, because it's not quite as cut and dry. Because it's a bit of Gibson, it's a bit of PRS. So Gibson were having a go at PRS for the 594 and Silver Sky Nebula trademark, apparently. They opposed to that trademark, and now I don't know why they opposed to that. Maybe like Gibson had already brought out like a Nebula Burst or something. I don't know about the 594, but have Gibson ever released a guitar called the 594?
Well, I'm just thinking, do they think they own the trademark on all three-digit numbers?
That would be a bit of a piss take, wouldn't it?
Yeah, like...
But it's not the least Gibson thing to happen, is it, I suppose?
So, right, if you search for Gibson Nebula, literally nothing comes up unless it says Gibson website and then at the bottom it says missing Nebula. So I'm going to guess that they've got nothing with the Gibson Nebula or Gibson Nebula Burst.
Yeah. So apparently they've kicked up a little bit of a stink about that, but they've agreed to withdraw opposition on that. So they've kind of poked at PRS a little bit. I mean, they've done it with Dean guitars recently. They've done it with a fair few, like small manufacturers, putting out cease and desists. There was that the one that we're doing, like the old like vintage correct coronets that we're told to stop. And then so that happened. Gibson have decided to withdraw the opposition. I think maybe because they knew that they wouldn't necessarily win, but maybe they were just trying to put the shits up PRS a little bit, kind of bullying tactics to see if it would stick. And maybe PRS went, yeah, try it, and they went, no, we're all right. I don't know, but that's just the speculation. But then, the McCarthy family, so of Theodore McCartney, aka Ted, A representative, Ted McCarthy's daughter, disapproves of Gibson's use of the Theodore name, particularly without prior consent. This is the statement that they've put forward. In fact, Sue Davis, Ted McCarthy's daughter, has put forward. Our decision not to fight the expensive battle does not mean that the McCarthy family appreciates Gibson's conduct. No one from Gibson ever contacted me or my family to ask permission to use my father's given name in promoting the new Gibson product. Had Gibson sought our permission, we would have declined for several reasons. After Theodore trademark was registered, the McCartney family joined PRS in seeking to cancel the trademark and asking Gibson to stop using the trademark Theodore in association with my father. I would strongly prefer that Gibson respect the family's wishes and stop using my father's name as a trademark and promoting products that, to my knowledge, he never approved for production. Meanwhile, we look forward to continuing the relationship with PRS, well-regarded McCartney branded products. So quite a bit to unpick there. Like the first bit, they decided not to fight it, but they are openly disapproving of Gibson's conduct here.
Yeah.
Now, like in the marketing behind this, they have they've clearly said that the Theodore is based on an old Ted McCarthy sketch when he was president of Gibson from 50 to 66. So, that was produced when he was on company time for Gibson.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean, he also didn't release the guitar because it looks like Weeping Bell vomiting.
Yeah, it's... They went for other choices first, definitely.
Yeah, but I mean, by all means, Gibson are entitled to the shape, but can they really use his name? I guess Theodore is not just his name, is it? It's just a name.
Yeah.
It just so happens that he had it. So I guess they have the struggle there, but they were never going to... I don't think the fight was that they've released this guitar. It's that they've associated with a guitar that he clearly didn't think was good enough. They've associated with him without knowledge of the family, and I get why they'd be pissed off. But at the same time, unfortunately, he fucking made it. So he drew it on a napkin by the looks of the sketches that we've seen.
Yeah, it's not a particularly good sketch. I'll be honest. It's like the one that they've put into production and the one that he has drawn, the body shape's similar, but the headstock is definitely different.
Well, I assume the headstock they've just taken straight off the Explorer.
Yeah, the Explorer. Yeah, that's an Explorer headstock, isn't it? And it looks a lot better proportion than the one on the sketch.
Yeah.
But it is just that, isn't it? It's just a sketch. It never really got past that point. But there's nothing saying that if he hadn't continued with the company, they wouldn't have then further developed that idea and perhaps done another couple of runs at it. It's just things that they were doing at the time, like 50 to 66, probably like the Explorer and the Flying V and stuff like that.
Yeah, but he designed this in 57 and he left in 66. So they had 9 years and he went, do you know what? Nah.
Yeah, there were better options.
Do you know what? We'll make the Les Paul and then we'll make an SG and then we'll make the Flying V and the
Explorer. They also had the Modern and the Corvus, I think, were kind of that time as well, which
was Firebirds before 66?
Yeah, potentially.
I think they might have been.
I mean, look, all valid options. You can see why this one
all look better than this
Yeah. Like it never got off the ground. It is a thing, and they definitely lean into the Ted McCarthy heritage of it when marketing it. I mean, the fact that they called it Theodore. But yeah, I think they've got as much claim to, like PRS have got as much claim to it as, the Ted McCarthy estate have got as much claim to this as PRS. As Gibson have got to those PRS names.
Yeah,
it's just all a bit vague for it to stick. Because, like you say, Theodore is a name.
Yeah.
And,
you...
and actually, Theodore is a pretty decent guitar name. I think it's the best bit about the guitar is the name of it.
I mean, I don't mind the Explorer headstock.
Yeah, from the neck upwards, it's fine.
Yeah, from the nut to the top of the headstock, yeah. I don't mind it. I mean, the rosewood's a bit streaky, isn't it?
It is, yeah. And considering that these were coming out in the custom shop as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like, tis what it is, isn't it? Like, it was never put into production. It's fine. I don't think like Gibson are ever gonna get rich off this one because it's no, it is what it is, isn't it? I mean, the Theodore standards look better actually because they've got the block inlays and the bound fretboard, so they're a little bit SG standard in that respect.
Yeah.
Kind of like that, but yeah. I think it's a bit too vague for any of it to stick. Look, if ever they were going to have a relationship, like the Ted McCarthy's estate, we're going to have a relationship with Gibson, it ain't happening now, isn't now, is it? Like, there's definitely, like, the bridges are definitely being burnt.
Yeah, and they've yeah, they have aligned themselves very much with BRS.
Yeah. So, yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, Gibson being a Gibson boy, trying to litigate against anything that moves.
Yeah, but that's got 3 numbers in it. That's a Gibson number. Yeah. We just haven't made it yet.
Yeah, we've used all of those numbers, just not necessarily in that order. And
oh dear.
Yeah, so I think they've had a little bit of a taste of their own medicine. I know it weren't necessarily full on because it weren't actual taking them to court, but they might take a look in the mirror and go, actually, are we the bad guys? It's unlikely. I mean, we talked last episode like 20 minutes ago about the Epiphone Youngblood,
which is 2 episodes ago for the listeners.
Yeah. Sorry, 2 episodes ago. Time, damn you. We talked about the Youngblood, and that's legit. I think that one's legit.
Yeah.
So I am going to talk about some stuff this week because it's definitely a new week and I haven't just withheld some of the stuff I did last time. I bought a guitar, didn't I? Bought a guitar.
Nice.
I bought a guitar. It's not nice. I don't need another one. But
I mean, you don't need a guitar. It's not like you need it to live.
Yeah. I mean, it would make doing this podcast and the whole YouTube channel a lot more difficult. Yeah,
but it's a want rather than need. So you might as well just get another one every week.
Okay. So the idea behind this one is that it was going pretty decent price. I got it off our Steve Cassidy of the YouTube fame. Because his idea was that he was going to take out the 9-switchy switch system for the pickups because he really liked that, and then was going to basically sell the shell of the guitar with the switch replaced with like a coil split, and then just like the pickups left in, but the switching system taken out. Turns out it's not as simple as that, because all of the pickups are like 3 conductor wire rather than either 2 or 4, which meant that you can't just switch the switching system out without taking the pickups out.
Yeah.
And he didn't want the pickups. They're ceramic pickups, specifically designed for this guitar because they've got like 3 conductor wire, but they're ceramic pickups. It seems like a lot of effort to go to, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I think, I'll end up doing a video on this, but like my initial thoughts are that it shouldn't have been called an AZ, because the whole point of the AZ was that it was like a modern take on like a traditional guitar, but it was more modern because it had like the compound radiuses, the stainless steel frets, the roasted boards. It had like specific Seymour Duncan pickups that were designed for that guitar, that were kind of like very modern sounding, all very kind of hyper playable, almost like their answer to like the Charvel Pro mods and stuff like that.
Yeah, the stuff that inspired you to start looking at the stuff that you looked at last year when you ended up with the Harley Benton Fusion.
Yeah, exactly that. The AZES is more. I would have gone with something along.
Strat.
Well, no, like even further than that, it's more like I'd just called it a vintage modern. Like if Marshall hadn't already got the amplifier called the vintage modern,
yeah,
I would have called it something like that, where the emphasis is on the vintage.
Well, I mean, it's a Squire. Was it Squire that did the vintage modified?
Yeah,
where it's a vintage. Like it's exactly that. It's a vintage Strat, but it's got this thing that makes there more pickup combinations. That's the only real difference in it.
Yeah. So the bits on it that are like superbly vintage. The saddles on the guitar are like the bent steel ones, but they are like the Fender bent steel ones are a bit uncomfortable because they're like. How do you describe it? It looks a bit like an M, but with a long middle section.
Yeah.
So it's like loop or like arch, flat bit arch.
Arch, yeah. With a slice through it for the string.
Yeah. These ones, it's very like they look a bit like the Babbitt's saddles, but it's all one bent piece of metal. So it's got like a round bit at the end. It's really odd. In fact, I'm going to show you, Matt, so that you can see what my crazy mind is telling me. Listener, please look them up. So
yeah.
You see,
right. So it's almost like a circle on the end of a bar.
Yeah,
that's really weird.
But
why would you make them like that? That looks like it more effort than.
Yeah. So I assume you get the same kind of tone that you would out of those bent steel ones because
it is bent steel.
Yeah, it's bent steel, so it's not a thick piece of metal. But because it's rounded off, like you say, the end bit where the grub screws come out is rounded. It's a lot more comfortable. It's a lot more of a comfortable. I'm going the wrong way now. There we go. Like a lot more of a comfortable playing experience. Yeah. So very vintage, like incredibly vintage feel to it. There we go. Right, I'm just gonna put that back. There we go. So it's got those things which to me scream like vintage appointment.
Vintage. Yeah. Yeah.
It's also got split post tuners on it, which I don't.
Vintage as fuck.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever known an Ibanez that has that. Which is
I'm trying to think about every Ibanez that I've played, and I think they've all just been the through hole ones, not the. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen a vintage on anything other than a Fender and my D'Angelico.
Yeah, so like very vintage, very kind of Fender-ish. The tremolo system, like aside from the saddles, is 6 screws again, like really vintage, but has got a chamfer on it, so it's like a knife edge 6 screw. So it's actually really functional as a 6 screw tremolo.
Okay.
Which like it just screams of Ibanez that they've basically like over engineered and fixed the problem with the 6 screw tremolos.
Yeah.
So like real fucking Ibanez. And yet like so they've got these ceramic pickups that are how do you describe them? They are like vintage voiced. They're a bit hotter than vintage, but definitely kind of vintage voiced. A bit because they're ceramic pickups and they're not like incredibly high output. They're a bit woolly.
Yeah.
But they've gone to all of this effort to make these specific set of pickups for this guitar. And it's not a cheap guitar. I think they're about 300-ish quid. You could have made those Alnico pickups at that price point.
Yeah.
So, like...
Especially if you're making custom-made 3-wire ceramics.
Yeah.
Surely, if you're having to custom make the pickups, you might as well charge an extra 20 quid for your guitar and make them Alnico pickups.
Yeah. I would have thought it would have made sense because you'll get more of a vintage sound with Alnico pickups. Like choose an Alnico 2 or an Alnico 5 and you're pretty sound. Even if they're not like the highest quality pickup that you can get. I would have thought they'd be better than going for like opting for a ceramic pickup but then custom making them.
Yeah.
The switching system is it is what it is, and you can get like you get your standard 5-way Strat thing, and then you switch the magic switch, and there's like the telly setup with like neck and bridge, and then there's like a couple of parallel options where you kind of get humbuckery tones, and then there's one where all 3 pickups are on and stuff. So like there's tonal options, and there's a couple in there that are quite interesting. But the pickups are a bit of a letdown with it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, ceramic pickups like have their limitations, don't they?
Yeah. I mean, you can get good ceramic pickups. Like I was saying in our group chat the other day, like I had a set of... Well, no, I had a Super Distortion by DiMarzio. And that was like the hot pickup for people who wanted to upgrade from PAFs.
Yeah.
I mean, like Ace Frehley uses them. I think he still uses...
It's the Tom DeLonge pickup, isn't it?
No, he was the Invader, wasn't it?
This is an Invader?
Yeah.
I thought it was a Super Distortion. I might have got it. Yeah, I'm probably getting it mixed up. But
I mean, he could have used a Super Distortion in the past. It would make sense because it's like high output, kind of metal-y, but can do not metal as well. And I had one of those, and that was fine. It had a very it almost sounded active in the way that it like pushed the mid range with it. So there are ways of getting them to sound something other than kind of woolly. But I think within that setup, a set of Alnico pickups would have made a lot more sense, even if it was just the single coils were Alnico and the Booker was ceramic. I think they missed a trick there. But I think like the guitar in and of itself, just it's sold itself in the wrong way. It's selling itself as like a real stripped back version of the AZ. And I've tried the AZs before, and they reminded me kind of that Charvel, like almost kind of aiming towards the Sirs, where it's like vintagey, like it looks vintage but plays modern.
Yeah, and
this is almost like the opposite of that, where it looks a bit more modern, but it's definitely got roots in the vintage. But it's a nice guitar. It's a nice guitar. Don't get me wrong. It's just very different than I expected.
Yeah.
So I've done that, and then I was playing this week with a volume pedal. So I got through the post the Sonicake Flip Vol, which it's a name. It's definitely a name. What it is in reality is a passive volume pedal, which can also double up as an expression, which a lot of them do. A lot of the kind of the budget options tend to be plastic housing, and this one is full metal enclosure, and it's got that like kind of almost kind of sandpapery ceramic feeling grip on the top, so very, very grippy. Seems like very ruggedly made. And I challenged myself this week to do a note or call tone, but with a twist. And I don't. So this video won't be out this week, but will be out next week, I think. So it might not even appear on YouTube as like a premiere for a week or so, but definitely watch out for this one, because I've done the top 5 ways to use a volume / expression pedal, and it's
all tone.
Yeah, all tone. Yeah. It's quite interesting. I think I've managed to make it. It's like a 3.5 minute video, but I've managed to get 5 different ways how to use this pedal.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, and only one of them involves using it as a wah pedal. so definitely watch out for that. Right.
Oh,
because we're on the second podcast of the evening and the second podcast of a week's worth of news in the middle of summer, we're getting to dip into the lesser trodden path this week. So I wanted to add this bit of news, not only because it was on the same page as the Gibson PRS spat, so it meant that we didn't have to click as many links, but also because we mentioned the product maybe at this point 4 weeks ago.
Might be more than that, you know.
It might be. But we mentioned how Fender had thrown their hat into the wireless ring, and they had done it in the least convincing way possible.
Yeah, they'd used the housing that you get off the Wish and Temu and AliExpress ones. Yeah.
Look, on paper, it's leagues above all of those ones because it's like 5.8 gig wireless. They were talking about it being like 4 milliseconds or something of latency. And relatively affordable as in terms of like wireless systems. But it looked fucking wank. Yeah, it just looked really cheap.
Yeah.
Someone or a company even who are more established in the wireless game are X-Vive. So if you don't want to go for like the big bulky radio packs, then the X Vive system tends to be the one that's around that kind of price, which are gig worthy. Like they're robust units, and you can buy the receivers and transmitters separately, and you can run four packs off one transmitter. So you can basically run an entire band running off the one unit, and they sell them as that as well. Like the old ones, I can't remember what they were, like the U47 or something like that. You could buy it as like a band pack. You could buy it with one transmitter and four receivers that the band could get a like wireless feed from. X5 are now doing their take on the 5.8 gigahertz wireless. So they've basically, within weeks of Fender releasing theirs, have kind of stepped in and went, actually, boys, this is how you do it. And realistically, it's probably going to be really similar. It's probably not going to be internally much different from the Fenders, but they look different, don't they? So
yeah, they're not in that standard housing, are they?
No, they're not. I'm just looking on the X5 website because I don't know if they do the full band, because they do it where it like they've got like a little carry case for it as well. But yeah, let's have a look. Yeah, so 5.8 gigahertz, battery life of up to 5 hours, and it charges within 2 hours as well, apparently. So pretty good. I'm not seeing like the multi-band pack. They've only got the one for this currently.
But it does say it works with up to 4. Where was I reading that?
Oh, okay. Maybe I'm thinking a different company then that do the in-ear monitors is the one that I was thinking. That's the one I was thinking. The U4, that one.
Yeah, that would make more sense.
Yeah, where you can where you can run the up to 4 things from. Yeah, sorry, I'm conflating things that I've done research on because I tested some in-ear monitor systems. So they are a more established brand within this realm, I would say. Fender are a company that like they make guitars, they make good guitars. They have been doing guitars for a long time, and they make guitars that are so good that other companies make guitars that are based on their guitars. Like most companies have got an S-style guitar. Most companies have got a T-style guitar.
Yeah.
So
some of them have got some J-style guitars as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Like over the past kind of 10 years, the offset thing has been very popular. And Fender have been doing that since the day dot. Like they were the originators of the offset. So within that realm, they're very good. They have dabbled in other things recently. They've dabbled in guitar modeling, like fully featured amp and guitar modeling stuff, and it's not quite panned out as well as they would have hoped. And same with this wireless thing. I think it could be an absolutely fantastic product, and I am not going to cast aspersions without trying it. Well, I say I'm not going to cast aspersions. I already have plenty of times on this podcast, but I think like every time we've mentioned it, we've caveated it with it's probably a really decent product.
Yeah. but it just looks shit.
Yeah, and like they've shot themselves a little bit in the foot there, haven't they? And like the X5 ones, they look different. They don't look much different. They're similar design, like the kind of almost like USB dongle looking thing.
Yeah, but it's different enough, isn't it? It's not the same shape with a curve. It's not a rectangle that is like concave or whatever you call it. I'm trying to use maths words again now, and we're like 4 hours into this podcast. So that was a bad idea. But you know what I mean? Like, you know, a bent rectangle, which is what all of the cheap ones were. These are an oval that is flat. So immediately it's different enough that it doesn't immediately make me think, oh, that looks like it belongs on Temu.
Yeah. Look, it distinguishes itself from the crowd, doesn't it? And it looks fine. It's also got a 100-foot wireless range, apparently. I don't know how long 100 foot is.
It's 33 meters-ish.
Yeah, like, I think I need some American-style measurements here. How many football fields is this?
It's a third of a football field.
Oh. I mean, that. To be fair though, if you're walking a third of a football field away from your stage,
yeah, like effectively, think of, you know, those bits that go out into the crowd at those big concerts, the likes of Muse and Coldplay and Metallica have.
Yeah,
the length of that is about 100 foot. I would say you go from the band about 100 foot into the crowd and back.
Yeah, so these are not going to be like, you're not going to be using these X5s for a headlining stadium.
Yeah, don't headline Glastonbury with £100, 130 quid wireless system. You probably need a shirt for that.
Yeah, duly noted.
Yeah, but if you're not headlining Glastonbury, you're probably all right.
Yeah, look, all of the people who are listening to this podcast
are not headlining.
Yeah, we're not the kind of people who are headlining like incredibly large shows. So 100 feet would probably be all right, wouldn't it?
How dare you say that I'm never going to headline Glastonbury?
Never say never.
And I'm going to do it with one of these just to prove you wrong.
Oh yeah, look, absolutely. I'll be there. I'll be there, egging you on in the crowd.
It's all right. You can be big guitar tech, and I'll just blame you.
Way. It's all right. I'll have my trusty practical patch cable. 101 foot practical patch cable.
Running out.
That's it. I'm sure he'd come out of retirement to make me a Glasto cable.
Yeah.
He definitely would. Right, so we've talked about two of the things on this page. We've not talked about the Moore M810, which is another GTRS kind of thing.
I couldn't tell whether it was an 8-string or not.
It's only got 6. Is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's only got 6. It looks like it's got LED fret markers. I don't think they are. I think they might be like abalone kind of thing.
Yeah. Baba Jimbos and all of them, like
I've not prepped for this one. I've looked at it and went, ooh.
But it's got 40 new drum sounds,
which is exactly what you want in your.
I assume it's just a GTRS, but in a metal-y styling.
Yeah.
Question mark.
So these are very much like, how do you put it? Like Chapman bursts, I think is.
Yeah, and they're like burl tops as well. Is it burl? Is that how you say that? You know, the wood that's got loads of holes in it that they fill with lacquer.
Yes, like spalted maple.
There you go. That's the words. I was like, spalted, not burled.
Yeah. It actually looks bird's eye, doesn't it?
A little bit, yeah.
But yeah, so Captain Birdseye, fish finger burst. I mean,
which one's the fish? Is the back one the fish finger burst? They're like black to brown.
No, I'm thinking the second one in, which looks like an ocean.
There's no way I'm eating a blue fish finger. I'm telling you right now, I'm not eating a blue fish finger.
No, I'm thinking that like you'd get the final one out of the like ocean.
Right, okay, so you're fishing that out of the second one, are you?
Yeah. Yeah, like
this is going really well for the listeners who are going, what the fuck are they talking about?
Yeah, so I mean, there's a like purple to kind of peach burst. There's a kind of aquamarine blue to sand burst.
Yeah.
There's a mossy green to sand burst, and then there's like a standard kind of like two-tone.
Yeah.
Little bit
black to brown.
Like, little bit lighter brown rather than black. And then more orangey brown in the middle, but it is what it is, isn't it? And they've all got like matte black pick guards, matte black pickups, matte black knobs. So they all are all like really metal looking. I don't know. I've not heard many people talking about the Moore GTRS guitars.
No.
Are we not in the loop with them, or is it that they are just not making?
I just don't think anybody's playing it. I'm just reading this. This particular, the M810, features 40 drum tracks, kind of get it, an 80-second looper, kind of get it, 10 metronomes. I thought a metronome you could just change the speed on. Is this just like 10 settings on one metronome? Or are you playing 10 metronomes at different... Because I don't know if Moore are aware, but if you have all like 10 metronomes sat on a piece of wood, even if you start them at different rates, they'll all end up in sync. It's a weird physics thing.
Okay.
So if they've got 10 metronomes built in and you can set them all to different times, do they follow real physics and line up? Or because they're digital metronomes, do they stay out of sync? And also, who's using more than one metronome at a time? Like, what psychopath kind of technique are you practicing for?
I don't think they are 10 concurrent metronomes. I think you've probably got like 10 different metronome tones. Like, here's a wood block, here's a click, here's a beep, etc., etc.
Not 10, like, here's a beep, here's a wood block, and here's a metal ticking all at the same time, all with the different speed.
I mean, potentially, like, if it's got the option to be able to do drum tracks, I think it could probably do polyrhythmic metronomes.
Yeah, but who wants polyrhythmic metronomes for a guitar sound?
Maybe the kind of people who would be playing incredibly technical polyrhythmic metal on a ocean to sand burst.
Bluefish finger burst.
Yeah. They're definitely a redesign of the GTRS, aren't they?
Yeah, I assume it's just like, because the GTRSs were basically like classic Strat looking, if I remember rightly.
I think they were HSS. I'm just going.
Yeah, but they. But sorry, I mean, like, in terms of like the body cut and the like 3 pickups, 5-way selector switch, 3 knob, looks like a Strat, but HSS one, whereas these are very much HH metal aesthetic.
Yeah. I'm trying to find where the GTRS is coming in. So I've gone onto their website and then looked up guitar, and they only had those MSC 10s, which were like the budget Strats that they were doing.
Yeah.
It's not giving me any GTRS. Oh, here we go. GTRS, there we go. So they've got GTRS S900, which are basically, standard Strats, HSS looking, but have obviously got the GTRS built into it. They've also got headless GTRSs as well, called the GTRS Wings. But they look
Is Paul McCartney famed for playing a GTRS without a headstock?
Your guess is.
Or was it the other? Was it the other guitarist in Wings that had that? I forget.
Stella. I don't think she was into that either, I'll be honest.
Do you think if you plug it in and press a button, it just plays the frog chorus?
I don't know. What on earth has gone on here? No.
According to, I don't know whether the price has officially been released, but on a distribution site that I've managed to find, these M8, the M810s are going to be €700.
Okay. We'll do our one last bit of news this week. I don't think we'll talk about the Positive Grid Spark because we'll talk about that next week.
Last week.
We'll talk about that last week. We'll have already spoken about that last week. We'll talk about the PRS One Pass. Yeah, Swan Pass.
Oh dear.
So that's, in fact, actually that was something that our Guitar Geek did on a Instagram reel this week. He was watching the announcement of the PRS Swan Pass CE24, which is what we're going to be talking about, and the guy doing the announcement says Swan Pass.
Oh, that makes me so happy.
Indeed. But so the Swan Pass, despite us taking the mick out the name, they're actually pretty cool. They're like sandblasted finish limited edition CEs, SE CEs.
Really cool. They look really cool.
They do. Like Swan Pass is one of these finishes that has come up quite a lot recently. I think, who was it who did it first? I think it might have been PRS before.
Didn't Fender do a Swamp Ash series in like the early 2000s?
They did, yes, they did. They did some Swamp Ash sandblasted tellies, didn't they?
They did. That's what I was thinking of.
And then
I knew they weren't Strats. But I was like, was it Fender? I'm pretty sure it was Fender.
So they've done that. Harley Benton have done a few as well. I'm pretty sure PRS have done them before.
Yeah, they definitely, PRS have done them before.
But yeah, like it's always a winner. We like the kind of the tactile finish and the highlighted wood grain because it's like a black finish, but then with like a transparent finish wood grains with like blue dyes or green dyes or red dyes.
Yeah.
And like you get really unique patterns on them because it's all of the like the wood grain that's showing up it is basically the only highlight of the wood. You get really distinctive wood grain finishes. They tend to be a bit more tactile as well because you feel the wood grain on those kind of finishes. Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, my PT has that kind of finish where you can see those bits of grain. Now, they're not highlighted with dye, but they are like, the grain is there for you to be able to, like, you can see that it's recessed. Then it's not like filled in with like you would with lacquer or whatever. You know, you can feel that it's not a smooth, flat surface.
Yeah. It's kind of nice, and it's something different because a flat poly finish is, it's just the standard. It's the go-to.
Yeah, and this makes it feel a little bit special.
Yeah.
And it looks like the way that PRS have done it. It looks fucking rad. I love it.
Yeah. I'm sure there was a red version. I've only seen the blue. Oh, there we go. There's the red version.
I was going to say red, blue. Is it yellow or gold supposed to be?
Don't know. There's white, blue, green, purple.
Oh, maybe it's white.
Purple. The purple I thought was blue. there you go.
I mean, there's the one on the PRS website is definitely blue, even if they're telling you it's purple. It's blue.
Yeah, like out the stock photos that they've got here, I think the purple one has got the nicest grain on it. I really, really like the idea of the red one, but the red one's too tight. I think I like it where the grains are a bit...
It's quite loose.
Yeah, quite spread out. Yeah, you have a look... just this one is the grain on that, like it goes... It's tight at the top, but then you've got the figurine down towards the bottom. I really like that.
I think that is different to the blue one that I've... So if I... I'll show you the blue one that's on the PRS website.
Yeah. And we're having... Yeah, I've got that one. Yeah.
Yeah. I quite like that one.
Yeah, like the kind of stripy.
It's almost like zebra striped.
Yeah, almost. There was a couple of companies that were using a wood called Zebrano, which was like that.
Yeah.
But that was like light and dark wood. Kind of like the grain was like a darker version of the standard wood, and it had that kind of finish to it. In terms of specs, they are just your standard CE24s, kind of like your custom 24 looking kind of thing. 24 frets, 25-inch scale, bolt on maple neck with a rosewood fretboard. Nice rosewood, and then you've got those different finishes. Coil taps, as per with the PRSs, they tend to do that even down to like the lowest spec ones as well.
Yeah. Even those Saturn ones had them. Do you remember the Saturns that were $499? Were they?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I worked out where I got the price for this from because it's on the Guitar Geeks thumbnail on his YouTube channel.
Well, there you go. So what was it? $699.
$699.
Cool.
So hopefully, because like genuinely, I don't want a PRS normally, but the guitars are always fucking good, and this looks epic. I think if you get the right grain. Like, I don't think it's a guitar I'd buy online because I think if you get, like you say, if you don't like the aesthetic of the grain, then it's gonna, you might not get exactly what you're looking for. But yeah, like if you go in store and you're like, oh, like I want that one, put it in a box for me.
Yeah, you want to be able to kind of cherry pick the one that you get, don't you?
Yeah.
Which is the one downside of the Harley Benton ones. Because without actually going to Toman, you're at the whim of whatever they send you.
Yeah.
And because they're on such a budget as well, you're not going to be able to request certain grains.
Yeah.
They're not like you're not going to be able to email them and go, send me a photo of like 5 of them and I'll choose from those. They'll go, no, we'll send you out which one we want. And for the price, fair enough, because it's not the kind of price point where you'd be able to kind of cherry pick. I get it. I get it. Like these are that, aren't they? They are a slightly more premium, slightly nicer, and because they're PRS as well, they'll be good. They'll play well. They'll be just decent out of the box. And I think that is where we're going to end this podcast for this evening. Well, hey, we did it. We got through 2 of them.
Nice.
So I'm going to extend a thank you to you listeners. You are amazing. You've managed to get through this one, which is a little bit more of a slog than the last one. I think we probably ran out of gas a little bit on this one, so we do appreciate you making it to the end of it. Thank you so much. We're going to extend a thank you to affordaboard.co.uk, who are our sponsor. Affordaboard.co.uk are literally like the best, so go check them out. They do amazing like budget pedals and just do them at great prices, and you can guarantee that they'll get there, which you can't necessarily for other overseas Temu companies. So yeah, check them out, affordaboard.co.uk. also, we do a Patreon, which for as little as $2 a month, which is equivalent of about a quarter of a Starbucks.
Yeah.
Like, if you want to know more of the ins and outs of that, check out 2 episodes ago. And if you do join up to our Patreon, you get you get like massive amounts of like back catalogue of additional podcasts, which we do. Like, we do some slightly more unfiltered podcasts.
Yeah,
And
if you thought this was full of tangents, you should hear the Patreon.
yeah, oh boy.
This is not tangenty at all.
No. But
Never done a tangent.
Yeah, we tend to tackle some less time sensitive news and kind of other kind of topics on that one as well.
Yeah.
So, but you also get a shout out on the Page podcasts. On the standard podcast if you are a Page member. And our current backers are as follows. We've got Mr. Adam Yeomans of Chev Tone Effects. We have got the Trifecta of Erector. We've got Mr. Hugh G. Rection. We've got Mr. Mike Oxlong. We've got Mr. Gary Goldencock. We've got Mr. Ben Fletcher of Fletcher Pickups. We've got Mr. Brian Gower of the Tone Jerks podcast, the Second Button podcast, and the Off the Rails podcast. We've got Mr. Diabetes Foot. And we've got Mr. Jason Wharton of Jason Wharton 82 and of Pedalboards of Doom over at YouTube. Yeah, check them all out. Like, these guys do some cool stuff. Yeah, cool. If you want to catch me online, I am BudgetPedalChap. I also do some cool stuff online at Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, the other one, Threads. And most of those, it's either at or / BudgetPedalChap. I managed to secure the URLs on all of them. Yeah. Yeah, if you want to catch the No Talk All Tone series, which this week features something, because like by this point, I don't even know. It will definitely feature something. I've recorded some stuff. It might even be that volume expression pedal video.
Who knows?
Yeah. So
find out soon.
Yeah. Find out on Friday. But you check that out on my YouTube channel, which is the home to the No Talk All Tone series. Matt, where can we find you?
I am at heel_MattQ on Twitter, Instagram, and Threads.
Yeah, you are. So from myself, Mr. Budget Pedal Chap, from Mr. Matt Quine, I say bye, Matt.
Bye, Matt.
Well, hey, it will be a tatty bye and good night for this week. Good night, a bit.
Bye.
Bye. I do most of my proofreading after I hit SNED.